Hi everyone, so I'm going over question number 43 from section 7.2, the purple homework. So it's an interesting question and it's a harder level. It says if 4a minus 9b over 4a equals a minus 2b, it wants us to find the ratio of a to b. Okay, so I'd like to review something that came up in the notes that we talked about. First, I said that if you were given 5x equals 6y, and I asked you for the ratio of x to y, another way of thinking about that would be x over y. A lot of kids would like to say that they're in the ratio of 5 to 6, but that's actually not the case. They're actually in the ratio of 6 to 5. Here's why. If I if I actually tried to get this in this form, then I'd need y on the bottom. So I would divide both sides by y. Okay, so that would give me 5x over y equals 6. And then I need to get rid of the 5, so I'd be multiplying by 1/5 on both sides. Because by the reciprocal will give me 1, so this will simplify. So x to y is another way of seeing 6 to 5. Now, if you think about the cross products rule, one of the properties of proportions, yes, if I had x over y equals 6 over 5, if I multiply and use the cross products, I'm going to get 5x equals 6y, which is why it's actually the opposite, really the reciprocal of what you'd think it would be in terms of getting a ratio. You need to understand that idea to solve this problem. So it said find a to b, so I actually wanted to see it in this form, a equals b. That's what I decided I wanted to look for. If I can get this as an equation, a equals b, then I might be able to do something. All right, so I used the cross products, which is the same thing as clearing fractions. So that would give me 4ab minus 9b squared equals 4a squared minus 8ab. So this told me that this was a quadratic equation because the highest exponent was a 2. So I decided to get it set equal to 0 and factor. All right, so how do I do that? Well, I'd first subtract 4ab, and then I would add 9b squared. Now this is probably the hard part because I'm just not sure if you guys have factored equations like this. Oh, sorry, this is not 12ab. Okay, so you can factor this just like you factor normal polynomials, but I looked at it and this is actually a perfect square trinomial. How do I know that? Well, the first term is a perfect square, 4a squared. The last term is a positive perfect square. And the square root of those terms, if you multiply those numbers, this number will be double that. And that tells me it's a perfect square trinomial. So it will factor to the exact same factors, 2 equal factors. So in this case, 2a minus 3b squared. Or, you did it the long way, 2a minus 3b, 2a minus 3b. They would be exactly the same factors. So remember, my goal was to get it to a equals b, and I can see that if I set each factor, or in this case just one of the factors, equal to 0, I can get my equation in the form 2a equals 3b. So if I'm looking for the ratio of a to b, it would be 3 to 2. Nice challenging problem that reviews number 1, cross products. It reviews multiplying variables. It reviews quadratic equations. The big one, perfect square trinomials. And it puts it all together with the concept we're learning about ratios and proportions. All right, hopefully that was a helpful video. Have a great day.